This is the Marvel Legends series, X-Men Marvel's Bishop. The figure is part of the X-Men series of figures, the Sauron or Dr. Carl Lycos Build-A-Figure. Dr. Carl Lycos is very prominent in the Savage Land. If you read up in the comic books, you'll probably be very familiar with this particular villain. And here's the rest of the assortment. Okay, Bishop, a figure that a lot of old 90s, not old, but 90s comic book fans have been waiting for. We've gotten him in the Toy Biz lineup of X-Men figures in the Apocalypse, Toy Biz Apocalypse wave. But, you know, that figure was getting old. It needed an update. And sure enough, Hasbro has given us a wonderful update. It is not without its flaws. We'll talk about that later. But as it is, I'm just glad we got a Jim Lee Bishop, or Will Sportacio / Jim Lee sort of designed figure, and not the latest incarnations of Bishop. So this is his uniform as XSE, or Savior's Secret Enforcers, when he first was revealed in the X-Men and X-Factor comic books. He is co-created by a Filipino, Will Sportacio. I'm a big fan of his art, and they nailed it. Hasbro has nailed it with this sculpt. The head sculpt looks great. The uniform looks great. The details about it, absolutely fantastic. Now, obviously, it does not come with this. This is an energy blast, which, quite frankly, he should have gotten. Or at least a translucent fist, much like what they did with Wonder Man, but they never gave it to him. He does come, however, with Dr. Lycos Sauron's right arm, which has a wing. We'll build him later. Okay. And then he does come with just one weapon or accessory. It's a futuristic shotgun, and it fits nicely on either hand. It's strange. They gave him only one gun, but two pistol-wielding fists, or pistol-grip fists, which I guess they wanted you to interchange the pistol, or I'm wondering, where are his other weapons? Where's that small cable-like blaster, or the futuristic rifle, or... I knew he had those, but okay, so this one goes here. And if they didn't bother giving him a gun, I would have been okay with that had they put a translucent energon hand, or, you know, one of those effects that they have, the circular rings, those useless effects that they put in the other Marvel Legends figure. And just my luck, I've already sold my figures, my Marvel Legends comic series figures that had those effects, and just when I need them, I've already sold them. So you can just do what you have from your collection. The Dazzler and the Havoc rings, Magneto rings would do well with this figure. Those blasters from Scarlet Witch or whatever would do well on his hand. So if you have any of those, I'm sure they'll fit nicely. This was all I had in my repertoire or collection, because I've sold most of them. So additional weapons would have been nice, but heck, what can you do, right? Hasbro already gave us a great mold. I guess weapons would be asking for too much. Speaking of the mold, I'm sure some bits and pieces of this mold were recycled. I was actually thinking they would be using that boot sculpt for the foot, but they're using the comic book boot, so it's very accurate. He's got a pistol belt right here, and another pistol belt on his shoulders, bandolier, whatever, for the shotgun. So that's great. That's just service to the fans. I love it. He's got this what is this, handkerchief or bandana that's draped around his neck. It's removable if you pop off the head. Some paint apps of yellow and blue, amazingly. There are some issues. I expected that, but not too bad. Not as bad as the Laura Kinney Wolverine, but the yellow and blue, white and black flesh, Hasbro has been notorious for that, but so far they nailed this one. There were some Bishop figures that had the red bleeding into the black for this one, and some of the yellow were just really like improperly painted. Like some were like they just got they were painted up to here. They were short of where they were supposed to be. Some had a lot of chipping here and there. So just watch out for those little bit of details when you're shopping around for Bishop. Bishop is packed 1 per case. So if you're not too picky, just go ahead and grab the one you get, because this figure is the one to get out of everybody in this wave, and I can guarantee you he will not be warming the pegs very, very long. The best way to get him here in Manila is to pre-order the entire case, and guarantee that some of them are not collectible material. You can always sell some of them to a lot of Deadpool fans and all that, but it's strangely enough, this is an X-Men wave, but it is in the case it says Deadpool wave 2. So just be wary of that. So the Deadpool wave 2 is this wave, and you get 3 X-Men figures, or figures from the X-Men, and then obviously the Deadpool figures as well. So, you know, it's up to you. It's your preference, your tolerance. I was very picky. The hobby shop I bought it from, I had to pick through several of the Bishop figures, and this was the best one to get. Now, if you want more issues on paint that you need to look out for, other than yellow and blue bleeding, the red and black bleeding, it's the head sculpt. Make sure that the eyes are painted correctly, that they are exactly, that the white and the black eyeliners are painted exactly where they should be, because some of the eyes are skewed to the left, to the right, mostly his left eye. Other than that, things should be fine. The M on his right eye, and the mustache, and that's about it. They did the logo okay. They did this one okay. So yeah, a little bit to complain about, but that's that. Okay, so yeah, those are my complaints. But again, like I said in the beginning, I'm loving this figure. I'm just very happy that we get a Bishop from the 90s and the comic books that I read when I was in high school. Just very, very happy to have him. Articulation for the figure, he's got a ball jointed neck that is on a hinge, ratcheting ab crunch, waist swivel, ball hinge shoulders. Amazingly are not hindered by the straps and the strap on his bicep. Very nice. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, ball hinge wrist. This one goes up and down. This one goes up and down as well. So one begs the question, where are the other guns? Ball jointed hips, go like that. Very nice. Thigh swivel, double jointed knees, thigh swivel. Oops. Held my breath there for a second. I thought it was frozen again. Ball hinge ankles with the rocker pivot. Those calves, biceps, thighs, nothing frozen. I got lucky this time. So thank you, Hasbro, for this absolutely gem of a figure. So again, slowly but surely, Hasbro is giving us our heroes of the 90s in the comic books. And yes, we do need an updated Colossus, like a Jim Lee Colossus. Gambit is coming. Finally, we need a Beast. 90s Jubilee. We're getting Archangel. That's great. And yeah, slowly but surely we're getting there. Bishop is going to get a 9 out of 10. Best of luck to everybody hunting him down. But again, my suggestion is just pre-order the entire case. I'm sure you'll find a buddy to split the case with you, but it's a great figure. I'm very, very happy that Hasbro is listening to the fans once again and giving us a treat with these figures. So there you go, folks. Hope you've enjoyed this little video review. This has been the Marvel Legends series from the X-Men or Deadpool Wave 2, Dr. Carl Lyko's Sauron Build-A-Figure Wave, Marvel's Bishop. Thanks for watching.